on, guys? It is Dylan here. Today I will be making a technical analysis on the ticker symbol MVIS, microvision. Before we hop into fundamentals, the technical analysis, where I think the stock could possibly go, and much more, I just want to let you know that I am bullish on the company. Right, I do think that microvision is in an inflection point with their sales. I think it's about to start curling back up, and I do think that the next earnings report will be better, as they did get funded the share offering around these high price points when they sold shares, and they got 50 million from that. Right, I think that puts them in a better position to clear up their debts, get some more financial business going on, get some production, and of course, their technology is very in need. There's many aspects of life and just areas of life, whatever you want to say, that their technology really could be mass produced and sold. It could be a huge thing, and they're not profitable, so they are more prone to a buyout, as the company would be cheaper, and it wouldn't be surprised if a big dog came over and funded them out. It wouldn't surprise me, but this is more of an investor stock, I feel like, than a trader stock. But let's hop right into the technical analysis. So you can see that right away we have a set of lower lows. I can't think, higher lows, higher highs, right? And then higher lows, higher highs, and then from this point, if we did consolidate within this range and say we hug this line and this was the bottom, that would be another higher low. Even if we did come down to the $12.50 level, that still will be another higher low. So in the grand scheme of things, that is stair stepping, that is higher highs and higher lows, which is the definition of an uptrend in the grand scheme of things. But let's get right into this ugly sell-off, as you guys all want to see. Okay, so you do see that my descending wedge did break. Okay, so this broke around the $14.30 range, and it tried to curl back up and get in those trend lines, and it tried. And I did mention that we were consolidating throughout these periods today, and around these range, and we did do that today, but it followed by a very bearish candle when we rejected the red line right here, the 9-day MA, and we did reject the 50-day MA once again. So we rejected two moving averages, which in result broke the support we were consolidating with, and now we are balancing on this trend line. Okay, so we are in a death cross, so that is bearish. The selling pressure was decreasing, and then it started increasing again. It's not a lot of selling pressure, but it is more selling pressure than buying. Okay, so you do see 34.06 in the RSI. That is very undersold. When you look in the past, there is, whenever we get down to these ranges, we snap out, and with the price, you see right here, right? So I'm not saying we will, but whenever we come down to this 30 floor, which I'm marking up right here, you see at the bottom of my screen, we do bounce. So that is a momentum indicator. I think that will come into play. You do see that the volume isn't really changing. It's kind of been flat. Not too many buyers or sellers, right? You do see that we did get saved by this upwards support today in this ugly sell-off. When we did fully break away from this wedge, we met the apex, and we had a big bar. And if I do line up the price target, say I was trying to short this stock, most bears would do something like this, like that. So that is the full projection of that symmetric descending wedge. So let's get back to the support. So you see this upward support, this trend line that we've been riding since the 12th month. So basically the beginning of the year, right? Riding this line, and then we came down, supported it right here. We definitely took off around this $9 level, definitely. We came back down to test it again and again, and this could be the fourth time we tested. So, well, this is the fourth time testing it. Sorry, I mean this could be the fourth time we bounce, but in a counter argument, because I don't want to just give out the pros. It has been a very sustained downtrend into this support. So it doesn't look, the setup doesn't look clean as the other ones did to bounce. As like right here, we got a little pattern right there, another descending wedge, what is symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to say. I could change the trend lines a little bit probably, but you get the gist. There, we kind of had a little pattern playing out that broke and gave us some big leverage to bounce off these. So if I delete the lines and really look at this thing, I really don't see anything besides this descending wedge, which we did break down from. And I'm not saying that we can't form some kind of pattern or some kind of bull trend off these levels, but I just want to let you know that it doesn't look as clean as a bounce as we saw over here. But you did see that, we did go below this support momentarily. So if we do go below the support momentarily, I don't think it will be bad in the short term of things, unless we get a break and hold under this support line right here, which then could end result to a break of a pennant, and that would not be good. That would be to the downside, and that would be a pretty steep fall, honestly. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was a fall to the, I wouldn't say $9, because I think $10 buyers would step up and scoop it up, but I would say $10, possibly a little lower. Now, this is just, patterns are just probabilities, and I'm not saying that I'll go down to there, but this is a very big pattern, and the resistance has been respected by the sellers, the supports have been respected by the buyers, and nonetheless, I do think there's a lot of people waiting on the sideline with cash in their hands to short this thing to the downside or to the up. Now, I do think this is an investor stock, not a trading stock. So, it is definitely a, one of a kind stocks. As I should say, all charts behave differently, in my opinion, and a lot of people think. So, you do see that on these levels. You see very significant, emotional swings, just emotional swings. And this could be another one of those just emotional swings, but I wouldn't want to count on it. But you do see that the investors do like to step in at these levels, and the traders take advantage of the stock while they can, like right here, and they get in and get out. So what I would advise is to keep an eye on this 50-day moving average, this 9-day moving average, and this 200, as these have all been the moving averages which we have rejected. We will go over to the hourly and the daily really fast, but if you don't know to add moving averages and you don't know what they are, basically they're like I don't want to go into it, but it's a support slash resistance within this line, and it is statistically backed up. I don't want to go into it, but if you do want to add it, you could just look it up on Google. Actually, just look up how to add moving averages on your chart. Okay, so you do see on the hourly that right away the lines are a little distorted because the 4 hourly to the hourly, it takes out, it adds 4 times more candles. So this would be the current hourly situation. Now, this is very cluttered. Let's zoom in. So you do see that we have been consolidating on this support level. It does want to hold. We are getting scooped by the 9-day. If we get rejected by the 9-day MA, that will not be good. That is a short-term support slash resistance. We did get a bearish cross on the moving average right here. So this will revert if we can get some consolidation and just any kind of uptrend. Eventually, it will revert. Okay, if I zoom in even more, you do see pretty fairly decent low price rejection, but to debunk that, there is some upper price rejection. There really is no candlestick charts that I can really see. Maybe a bearish engulfing right here with an inverted hammer. So this candle right here isn't what I like to see, but sorry, I can't, not the green candle, the red candle right there. This damn square is acting up, but you get the gist. That is a bearish engulfing within a inverted hammer. So that is a bearish sign on the 1 hourly, but this is in pre-market, right? And you did see that we dropped very low in the RSI when the RSI buyers, stepped in. We'll see if they'll continue to do that. We do have low price rejection on this hammer candle, though. I can't talk today. So to debunk that bearish engulfing, low price rejection after that, but I would wait on a rejection on this 9-day to see if we're going to get some bearish momentum, and we do need to end the trend on the lower time frame of lower lows and lower highs, because on the grand scheme of things we are doing that, but not on the short term. So let's go to the 15-minute lead really fast, just to wrap it up. Definitely don't want to waste your guys' time. Appreciate you sticking to this point of the video. If you do want to like, subscribe, be sure to do it, by the way. So you to see a gap down. You know, the markets, the markets are being kind of crappy, and stocks with bad price to sales ratio, earnings, and price, all those statistics. With those, just they do get heavily shorted within these times. It was like not even that bad of a day, but I know like a lot of my watch list is red. Not everything, but only certain stocks are performing now, and um, low price to sales and earnings ratio stocks do kind of get whacked, and you do see that's happening. We just can't get out of this downwards channel. It's really just the story of this one, right? We just can't get out of this downwards channel. So with that being said, guys, I'm not leaving you. I will be adding these daily uploads to MVIS on my channel. I do really appreciate the support that you guys bring. I just want to bring as non-biased information as possible. I want to see a bounce on this trend line. If not, that won't be too good for the longs and all that. But with saying that, keep an eye on the price action, the levels, the psychology. Take it easy, guys.